Video for a little bit is Miss Katrina Early. She is a Democrat candidate for the state Senate, opposing incumbent, among others, John Milkovich, if memory serves.
Yes, sir.
This is your first shot. This
is my first.
So, explain to us. It just doesn't, it just doesn't occur to somebody on Friday, and then you put your name in the entry box on Monday. You had to give us a little Katrina Early background. What motivated you to want to basically give up 75% of your life and serve Louisiana?
Wow. Well, that's a good question. I came to Shreveport, Louisiana 19 years ago.
Where are you from originally?
I am originally from Arkansas, Newport, Arkansas,
Oh, my
small
God.
country town.
Up north.
Yes.
Yeah.
8,000 people. So when I came to Shreveport, it's a big city. Woo, huge. And I've been serving from day one. I've always given back to the community. I've always given back from my agency. I've been a good neighbor, State Farm agent in the community for 19 years.
Well, you had said she was with the YWCA for a while, involved with
I was a member, yes. I was a board member.
So
served on the board.
you-
That
Yes.
means a lot to me.
Yes.
This seems to be the next logical step, I guess.
Yes. I am a 21-year retired Army reservist. I am a 13-year drill sergeant, and I am a 2-year equal opportunity representative. So I've had my name in the hat in many, many places.
No.
If he asks you any dumb questions, will you answer it with the drill sergeant voice?
I would do my best.
Okay.
to.
I got to ask you about something that's just bugging me because
Yes.
I've heard this around town. I know you heard it, so let's dispel it or tell it still that the folks want John Milkovich out so bad that they put you in the race.
I will have to say that's not correct.
Okay.
And I have to say that,
You've
and
heard
I stand
that.
on that. I've heard that.
Of course.
But no one put me in the race.
Right.
I put myself in the race.
Okay.
And I say that because as I've been in this city for so many years, I've seen the decline. And I've always given back, like I said. So as I looked at the qualifications, I said, wait a minute. I'm qualified.
So what? You're a Democrat, Milkovich.
Yes.
Well, what's your
a
big
Democrat?
issue with him?
Yeah. What's Mr. John's?
I don't have an issue with Mr. Milkovich. And I say that to honestly say that I just met Mr. Milkovich probably maybe not even 2 or 3 weeks ago. But I will say that some of his beliefs I don't believe in.
Name a couple.
One is he voted against our historical African American colleges, and I disagree with that. I think that a lot of our citizens from here, I do know a lot of our citizens from here, from Grambling, from Southern, they came from here and they have given back to this community so many times up and down where they deserve to be funded.
Let's ask
those
you
colleges.
some specific questions
Yes.
about the local I-49. A decision will likely be made about that during this next term.
Yes.
The inner city connector. How do you feel about that? Will you pledge today to put that on a fast track to get that done?
As for if it does not affect a lot of our citizens, and I know that it will be going through some of those neighborhoods.
55 homes is what it looks
Yes.
like. It might have to be relocated.
Yeah, so that right there is kind of touchy because our homes, that's our stability, that's our foundation. So I don't know if I would be able to do that.
Well,
I'm not
I'm
for
glad
sure.
I'm glad you're honest about that. Taxes. Would you vote to increase a gas tax?
And I looked at that last night and I said no to the questionnaire. I did say no. However, before I submitted it completely, I did want to do more research on it. And I have to be honest about that as well. This is
That
something
sounds
new
like a
for
yes.
me. Yes. This is something that I'm
What would be the reason you would vote to increase gas taxes?
I haven't came up with the reason. So
Okay.
as I looked at it, I said no, but I said, let me go back and do some research before I actually submit the final answer.
Is by her, is Katrina Early's natural instinct to vote against tax increases when there's a tax increase, when it comes up? Is your first thought, instinctive no, but maybe you better show me this is money well spent?
Yes, exactly that, because sometimes we may have to increase taxes in order to get the improvements that we need here in the city. So it just depends on what it's dealing
You
with.
think John Bell's been a good governor?
I think he has been a good governor. I believe so. He's given us more health benefits throughout the state. And even myself, I am a breast cancer survivor. And from the last report, over 70,000 women in the state have been able to have mammograms. So just think about if I was one of those women, was not able to have a mammogram, I may not even be here on this radio station now.
Let me ask you this: the governor came in saying that there was a fiscal cliff. We had to raise taxes some $300 million. Now or way more than that, actually, about $1 billion. Now we have a surplus of $300 million. Are you concerned about how the math is being done in Baton Rouge and how they'll tend to tax us first and then move on from there? Are you worried about that?
I need to do more research on that.
Okay.
Because it seems like, okay, we have increases in taxes. Now we have a surplus. We don't have a deficit, which is a good thing. So I think I do need to do more research on it before I go in depth with that.
All right. You would be leaving from a community to represent us,
Yes.
where we have lost more than 2,000 jobs from 1 year ago.
Yes.
The governor is touting, how we've got the lowest unemployment rate than we've ever had. Shreveport Bossier is hurting with regard to jobs.
Yes.
What does Katrina Early do about that?
What I would like to do is I would like to go down to Baton Rouge, do more research, get my feet in the water, and do more research to see what we can do to bring more resources here back to the north side of the state, and try to bridge the gap between the common person as well as the six-digit person.
Katrina Early, candidate for State Senate District 38. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You bet.